So I just got done watching Raya and the Last Dragon because I'm going to do a review for it. And the movie opens up with narration, a narrator. Oh, like, I really don't like when movies do this, to be honest. And it has 3 minutes of opening narration. Like, okay. We start out with the girl, the main character, Raya, uh, infiltrating this like temple place apparently, and then she fights this chief guy who turns out to be her father apparently. And it was kind of like a test to see if she was ready to be a guardian of what is known as the Dragon Gem. The fight is, I don't know. It's not the best I've ever seen, to be honest. I think it's kind of blah. And I did not see this chief guy being her father coming in. Apparently she's a princess of heart, and my immediate thought when her father refers to her as a princess of heart is Kingdom Hearts is going to have something to say about this. Then we get even more exposition of the other lands. You know, it's kind of pointless to give exposition of them when they're going to be showing up in like another 2 minutes of screen time. And so we get the explanation for the father that all the lands used to be united as one kingdom or country or whatever, and his goal is to bring peace and harmony through understanding and all of this. Not a bad goal, and a good story and character arc. So he's gonna host this dinner with all of the chiefs of the other chiefdoms or whatever, and I immediately predicted it was going to fail, and I was right. And first of all, spoilers obviously, all these people, you know, are going to try to get the gem or the dragon gem or whatever, and they all just come bursting into the room where it's kept, and it's like, does this chiefdom, this land, not have a military? Like, seriously? The other princess, who's an antagonist, I guess, is kind of annoying to start off with. Like, seriously. So Droon, apparently, or I think is what it's called, is this, like, supernatural entity that, like, turns people to stone for some reason. And it comes back after the gem gets shattered, which, predictable. And then we fast forward in time after this, like 6 years, and Raya is just like searching, and it's for something, and it's like, what is she searching for? Apparently, she's searching the rivers, I guess. And then we have this praying in a shipwreck scene, which was really well done, actually. It might be my top scene in the movie. And then the dragon comes from Bubbles. And how did Raya know to search the rivers to do this? Yeah, the Droon or Dune or whatever fears water, I guess, but still, that's a leap in logic, isn't it? The dragon's voice is strange, especially since I think it's supposed to be a girl, but it sounds like a guy. I don't know. And then with her reaction, the dragon's reaction to the gem being broken, he says this one line. It's like, if you lost a puppy and still had a chunk of it, you know, that actually did get me to laugh. Then we get the antagonist princess, other princess lady, and this big muscular man comes up, and he's like, maybe we should just stop, like, doing this and searching for her, you know, blah blah blah, the Droon's probably gotten her. And it's like, then this other princess lady, you know, the antagonist one, takes him down, and it's like, you really expect me to believe that a woman of that size could take down a man of that size? Get real, Disney. There's suspension of disbelief, and then there's just like completely unrealistic and unbelievable. And can I just say, in the face of a supernatural entity that turns everyone to stone, other princess lady does not make an intimidating antagonist. She's not intimidating. Then we get this really good thing in this movie, in my opinion. There's this boy who runs a restaurant from a boat. That's kind of genius, actually. And I get that Raya's supposed to have trust issues now, but suspecting a child is attempting to poison you with a meal you just watched them make is a bit of a stretch. When we get the description of one of the chieftains or whatever, and it's like, what he lacks in style, he makes up in meanness? Like, what? It's Raya describing this, and she's supposed to be a grown woman by now, right? Or at least a teenager, and this is how she describes this person? Did you miss, maturing or something? And so an old lady is a new chieftain of Talon. How does that work exactly? How did she get the position? And then we get this exposition or whatever that Fang, one of the other chieftains, is running out of space for everybody because they're held up where this canal is or whatever. And it's like, how can Fang be running out of space? It has only been 6 years since this started. And also, if the canal you have keeps you safe, why not just make more canals and lands and like islands and stuff? Or there's an idea, just populate islands. You don't have to expand into the interior lands or whatever. Yeah, okay, let's see. So, Spine is interesting, I guess. I guess that's what it's called, Spine. And then the guy from Spine, who ends up joining her little growing group, his tribe is, like, gone. It's all been turned to stone. And then they actually show, like, this baby crib that's empty. And it's like, they're actually alluding to this guy's baby being turned to stone, and it's like, that's dark and like really good storytelling in my opinion. Show don't tell used right. So keeping Sizu, or I don't know how to pronounce the dragon's name, I just watched this literally. Anyways, keeping the dragon a secret is proven to be unnecessary and completely pointless. What a surprise. We actually get to see how the dragon gem thingy was formed. So Raya and the other princess lady's big fight is, at the end, is well done, in my opinion. They have this big fight or whatever, where they're clashing with swords and daggers, and it's actually very well done. So, honestly, what did I think of this movie? I actually kind of liked it. The voice acting was okay. The animation isn't the greatest, though. But, hey, I didn't expect the greatest animation ever going into this. It's serviceable. It's good. Above average. Comedy in this was a bit of a disappointment. The story is kind of average, in my opinion. You can predict where it's going to go, each part, and how it's going to end. The different lands were cool. Like, really cool. Overall, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not the worst movie Disney's ever made. They've made worser movies than this. So, thanks for watching this. When you do, subscribe if you want. Don't forget to give yourselves a big thumbs up. Goodbye, everybody.